I'm Sulinna Ong. I'm the Global Vice President of Artist Marketing at Deezer. Deezer is one of the biggest music streaming companies in the world. And my role really is to work with artists and labels and their teams to promote their music in Deezer and to make sure that the best music and content connects with our audience and the millions of users that we have around the world. Artist marketing at a streaming company really comes in and thinks about how to connect that story. How do we promote and market an artist release in the product in Deezer? How do we make sure that we connect every individual user to the music that they want at the right time, maybe introduce them to music that they've never heard before that they'll fall in love with. So this is the role that streaming companies do play now. It's an important part of the discovery process, the listening process. It's a key fundamental part. It's the epicenter now of how people experience music. We work with a lot of artists. We work with artists right across the spectrum in terms of the biggest superstars to new and developing artists and everything in between. And one of the things that we launched was we launched a program at the start of 2017 specifically focused on new and developing artists. That was called Deezer Next. It's a program that puts 12 months of playlisting and marketing support with the artists that's selected for that program. But we also work with lots of different artists across the spectrum. As I said, we're running artist campaigns every day. So our world is really looking at how to play a meaningful part in getting people to discover music and to increase the fan base for an artist, no matter what level they're at. We look at all different sides of the picture. We look at what the artist might be streaming like in Deezer. We look at their activity on social media. We look at what they might be doing live. So we really do take a holistic approach. We don't operate in a vacuum. We look at the bigger picture, and of course we always come back to the music. But my key advice to new and developing artists is bear in mind that you do have to make sure that you have a fan base around the world, or you want to have a fan base around the world, and that you're really linking to all the different platforms. In order to create fans and looking beyond the playlist, how do we get someone to care enough to decide to follow that artist, to put that particular song in their playlist, to add it to their favorites? It's really about communicating the artist and the story and the background. That's why we fall in love with artists. It's being able to convey that. So, for example, on Deezer Next, we do that through original content. So we sit with the artist and their team and figure out for the 12 months their release schedule, and also things that are unique to that artist, and figure out what would be appropriate to put in an artist marketing campaign. That could include a performance with fans, a rearrangement of a particular song and recording that. It could be flying fans out to meet them on the tour. It could be an in-depth interview piece about their background and their history. So we always there's no cookie cutter. We always think about, well, what the artist is like and their music, and craft something that we feel is going to tell that story.